opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in Week 14. Here's Thomas on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. He's touchdown about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
You know, Caden, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. 319, gets that.
A pistol snap. Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Fields now on 4th. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Jacksonville.
We've set it down from 37. Tootin headed left. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Throw left side, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Raiders' 48-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son.
On the keeper, here's Fields. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58, son. Up. Hey, can.
3rd and long for him here. Finds a man, right side. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
A 2-yard gain.
The Jaguars in a punt formation. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Off the play action. Here's Gabriel. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Pistol snap, Gabriel. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. He does it, touchdown! The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Shul Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
All the left side. And our 1st down only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go.
Zone read. They'll give it to Tootin. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
58, which is that? 11. Justin.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we extend.
Now here he goes. He only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's second down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Here we go. 222.
And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for third and 6.
Here we go, son. Right.
They'll air it out on third. And they get to him again. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it drops back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Trey Tucker to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, Gabriel. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Working from the gun. It's Gabriel. Has a man on target to Thornton. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll toss it. Genty. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
37-yard line.
Let's go. Ready?
Gabriel here from the gun. Taking a chance to the end zone. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Ready.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's complete. Here's Thornton. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Counter give to Jency. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
And not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set. Black 40. Ready.
Gabriel's going to throw it. Brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Hut.
Gabriel the sneak. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me, and I think many, scratching our heads.
Down. Set.
Jency can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning and some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 551. 551. Go. Hey, Ken.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. You mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run. You know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Tucker now on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard
line. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we set.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now. They need 7.
Set. Hut. Set.
Looking to throw this one. Gabriel. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
And the Raider 41-yard line.
Ready up. Trouble, 38.
I'll fake the handoff. Now Gabriel. Dive in and gets his hands underneath for the catch. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
Hits him on the out route. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They've got a man in motion. Off the play fake, it's Fields. He rolls to his right, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, you'll often hear me talk about setting an edge, Well, think of it this way as well, especially with a bootleg. You want to be like the jaws of a defense. You want to just keep him inside. Get those jaws a-closing, and there's no escape valve for the QB then.
Here's a screen for Tootin. Massive hits, the ball's out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
We're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
We put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders will add to their lead at the end of the half. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And this manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Here we go. Touch right. 319, right. Extend. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That is caught. It's Travis Hunter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. Hey, Cam. 58, cut. Delta. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And this one is launched downfield. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
We motion the tight end over.
331. Sit high.
Back to throw it. It is caught at the 20. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Little knocks it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Jaguars 13. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Tucker now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Set, hut. Ready?
First play is going to be a give to Jency. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He'll get this to Tucker. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down.
Set, ready, hut.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Brought in by his back here with Jency. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Jency running right. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Back to the line they come, second down. Now Gabriel. That's incomplete on second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yep, here we go. Hut.
Third and long for him here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Oh, really good punt here. Fair catch called for and made at the 8-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Chip slip.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Taking a deep shot here. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Fields out of the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Fields sneaking it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. This is a design look for Fields. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Tootin. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
331. West right zip.
Fields now on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 39-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. He's out in the clear. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
1-yard gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
33.
Working from the gun, it's Gabriel. Going left side, Bowers has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here we go. Ready?
On 1st down, Genty. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go now. Check, hunt.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. You're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders lead by 15 now.
Jaguars 13.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Hand off to Tootin. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach.
2nd and 5.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Run here with Tootin. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
321. Go.
Now it's Fields. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball stays at that 37 here, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 windy. Here we go. Johnson. Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
Here's Fields to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Jump off caught by his back. Has some space inside the 15. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Here we go, son.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Now fields again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Off play action, it's Fields. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Here we go.
Here he goes, third and long. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Desperation time here on fourth. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Tucker now on the return. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10.
Hand cycle. Here we go. Hut.
Genty on the give. He's headed right. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready. Ready.
Another give here to Genty. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is second and 3.
Ready.
Gabriel here from the gun. Brings in the lob pass. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders lead by 15 now.
Raiders 35, Jaguars 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Delta. 319 is right.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs from the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
11. Here we go. 58, shot.
Now Fields finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll sort of hurry up offense here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down throw for Fields. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
10.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Throw right, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
The Raiders take over.
Well, a lot of throws come in his direction, and they come out quickly. Didn't have a lot of time to step in front of them. It really takes great reactionary time, great intuition, spatial awareness to get a pick out of the slot, and he should be applauded for his efforts on that play.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Come on, ready.
And off to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Ready. Cut.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go.
Giving this to Genty. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Set, cut.
Back to Genty. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Ready up.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Down. Shoot. Yellow. Cut.
From the gun, Gabriel. Look at that power, deep left side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, Ted. Here we go, son. Hey, you got a mini base. One. Up. Hey, Monday.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted! Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline. Trying to cover, you can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
So put this in the win